Welcome back, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and leave this on at the bottom of the screen. For everyone to see it. But I hope everyone had a good break. I just took a few 50 minutes, looked outside, look at the snowstorm. Well, not the snowstorm, actually pretty normal snow, but after like 2 weeks of snow and cold, I'm looking at it like, no, thank you. But, you know, that's how it normally is in January. I want to say, like, I was talking, I do have a partner, I have a partner, and we were planning something for Valentine's Day. My partner was like, we should do something during the day. And I'm like, because climate change and, like, the weather, let's not solidify anything in stone for that day. I got dinner plans, but, like, for the day, let's not solidify anything until we get a bit closer. Because it do be like that when there's snow. But anyway, for those watching this down here, part of the same stream. Thank you, Dingus McDoggle Lover, for stopping in for some solidarity. And let's play some more Hytale. I'm gonna go back to the world I was in, Dingus Land, which was kind of a disaster. But it could get fixed. You know? Ah, the sun. Yeah. No free streamers server. We gotta start. I can start one. Though I gotta figure out what the process for going into it is. And I don't know how much resources are needed for a Hytale server. I could run one. Or be honest, we could look together and be like, anybody got an online instance that they would be willing to run a... I didn't see one yet for a free streamer server yet, but we'll take a look. They were, because the people, Hylas was looking into it, and I think I'm like one of the first ones to actually take the plunge, because did anyone else buy it? I don't think there is. There's a Docker image for it, then I can give it a shot. Here's the real question. Ooh, I gotta go to sleep. It's almost night. Okay, well this looks like trash. I'm just gonna go ahead and... $34.5 of the internet. If it exists, there is a Docker image of it. Trust me, I know. I don't know why there needs to be for some of them. Yeah, there really is. Oh, you didn't even know Dingus McDoggle Lava. Wait till we get to Rule 34.6. If it's on the internet, there's a Docker image and a Kubernetes cluster image for it. Let's see, I have these. Need one more. Gonna be 1, 2, 3, so I gotta put it here. Give me my stairs back, you goon. The good news is there probably isn't an AWS server instance for it. Yeah, so I take that back. There probably is. Ah. It's not the best place to put it. How lovely. Oh, what can I do with this? Do I have any other things? Do we have more medium hide? That's another thing. I don't know how intense it is. I don't run my own cast server in a container. And that's mostly because I don't... Well, the computer I have definitely does not have enough RAM to have a good container. Yeah, but pretty resource intensive if it's just a JVM. Is Zomboid a JVM? Okay, you're right. I did not know that. One thing I am gonna do... Well, first off, I need to build more arrows. Well, right now I have 8 gigabytes. Okay, its startup args are conservative. Okay. I'm gonna look into it with Hytale. Because my, I have softwood. Oh, Zomboid. Yeah, Owncast is lightweight, but it is using, I did check, it is using enough RAM, and it's definitely using enough CPU, that I would need to, at minimum, do a RAM upgrade. I do actually, I can upgrade the RAM, but the problem is that the Dell Optiplex I'm running on has a max of 32 gigs. Now I have thought, and there's also PeerTube talks. Now I am curious if I can take advantage of the PCIe. There's like a PCIe thing you can do to basically add more RAM without adding a graphics card. I have 8 gigs too. Are you running the Zomboid on the same server though? Crude pickaxe. I'm gonna transfer a lot of this stuff in. See. I have 6 of those 8 gigabytes boxes doing random things. So yeah, I mean, that's what I could do. Could set up virtualization, which would be pretty nice. Because I have 64 gigs of RAM sitting around that are DDR4 that I really don't need. I was thinking about using them for a potential gaming PC upgrade, because I only have 32 on this, but I also have a kind of amazing graphics card and a very good CPU to where I really don't need that much RAM. Especially because I'm not using this for anything else besides gaming. And I'm also not running OBS on this. I'm using a 2-computer setup for that so that I can do streams for other stuff. Which, by the way, I don't know, I know Dingus McDongle Lover is still here. I don't know if you're still here or not, but if you do want to get involved with Owncast or streaming of any kind, I would highly... Oh, I want to use them because they're so dim. I thought about selling them, but I'm like, I want to do stuff with them. And it's probably going to be upgrades to my server because it is DDR4. And there is also apparently a PCIe to RAM where you can just put RAM sticks in. Because I don't need a GPU converter. But if I have a lot of RAM and a CPU upgrade, that Dell Optiplex could be pretty insane. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna build some torches. Let's see. I need copper ingot, any tree log. Oh, I could just make copper ingots. Okay. So then in that case, I'm gonna need my hatchet. Yes, I do. Alright, looks like I have to go do some resource stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just pop. You know, oh, I need the plant fibers back. Yeah, it's amazing building your dream gaming PC. Uh, need this. You also cook this. Ooh, that's pretty nice, actually. Alright, I'm about to go chop some more wood and get some ingots. I need to be better at this, really. Okay. For now, I'm gonna go whichever wood gives me the least resistance. So it's this tree right here. And by least resistance, I mean one that doesn't have an animal trying to kill me near it. Let me take this common mushroom. Oh, these are like ogres. I am gonna pick up a bunch of rubble because before my next adventure into like the cave, I need to make arrows. And like a lot of them. And I do think we're about to hit peak RAM prices soon. But I'm also looking at it like I already have, if I really want to, I can swap out my 32 gigs of gaming RAM for the 64. The reason I'm debating to pull the trigger on that is because the 64 I have is so dim. And that's another thing. I still have some so dim RAM from laptops that I bought a converter for, which was like $12. For 2 DDR converters, which basically was nothing. And so because of that, like I'm like, okay, but I've also heard that so dim is a bit slower than standard dim, even with the converter. And so I'm gonna look into it and see like, would it be worth it to move the 32? Bye bye. You know, I gotta look it up. The 32 gigs is a ballistics, so it's the bog standard RAM. The 64 gig is a crucial SODIMM. They're DDR4. I think they're pretty high speed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. SODIMM is usually so slower. But I also have NVIDIA, the GTX 3090. And so, like, that is maxed out with Ubuntu and a Intel i9. Yeah. So, like, is it worth it for them? In my mind, it might actually be worth it for my gaming PC because the RAM speed, while it is nice, might be okay because I have the graphics DIMMs. I have the graphics card to cover for it. In the server, it's pretty recent. It was new when I bought it. What stone did I use? Oh, it uses it melds with stuff in your inventory. That's actually kind of nice. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna start doing some what is this? Marble cobble. Chalk. Then it might make sense. If it only takes a small hit, it might make sense to do the 64 gigs on my gaming PC and then do the 32 gigs of ballistics for my server. Because then the server speed, the RAM on the servers matter more, probably, than that. And then that would also free the remaining 8 gigs to add in via either a PCIe slot, which I think would allow for more RAM. It would just be treated as like a graphics card RAM extension, right? But I don't know, so don't actually quote me on that. That might have been hearsay. Yeah, that's also true. Let's see. I need 4 stairs. What do I need for a repair kit? Linen scraps, iron ingot, light leather. Oh, wait, crap. Oh, I meant to craft arrows. Well, I guess I'm just gonna drop it all. Thankfully, the ingredients to make that was inexpensive. That's also what I've heard too. 32 gigabytes is enough at the moment for gaming. and also 32 gigabyte. But it's weird because 32 gigabytes is enough for gaming. It's enough, but it's also the bare minimum. Someone said, like, you really shouldn't go below 32 gigs, but there's no reason to go above. About to flatten this mountain just for my base. I wonder what I can do with chalk, if anything. That's a lot of chalk. But I already see what I can do with it. Oop, can't have that. Boom. Might as well do that too. Let's see. We are flat. We are at least 2 up from everything. Here we go. New progress on our mountain home. Okay. And the whole reason I did this was because I wanted to place down a furnace here. Huh. What can I even put in? I don't know, it doesn't matter. But I gotta get some copper. So now I must do that. I must do things correctly. Alright, 94 arrows. Nice. This should hopefully enable me to do some better fighting. Oh, and I probably need to build another pickaxe. Alright, let's find some stone rubble. Hold on. Oh. Alright, off we go to mine some copper. Did I just pick up all the campfires? Can I use the campfires as fuel? Asking for a friend. No. Alright, well, I have a new plan. There we go. Now I must be on my way to find a copper ingot. I know there's a few down by the wormwood trees. And I will find them. Welcome back! Ah! I intend to spelunk properly this time. You bought cookies? Mom! Yum! Gotta get that ore. Oof. Ooh, iron ore. We're getting close. We're getting iron. Oh, baby. Huh? Oh, a rat! Them rats. I'm not letting you... I'm not going down. Well, not like this. Well, on a side note, I think I actually accomplished what I wanted to here, so I'm gonna dip from the cave. Head back up home. Take a nice nap, you know. Because, after seeing Hytale during the day, I do not want to see Hytale during the night. Unless they dropped the whole night is dangerous thing. They could have. They very well could have. Night and day could be equally as dangerous in Hytale. Any sources might know anything about how dangerous night... I think that confirms it. Essences of the Void. Yep. I see. New enemies in the night. But now, I think I should be able to build... What do I need? I need ingots. Can I use charcoal? Bet your bottom dollar I can't. Do I have... I know I have more charcoal in here. Uh-huh. Did I not transfer it? Might as well do that, too. Now I wonder... I need tree logs. Grumble, grumble, grumble. You know, I think I'll wait till the morning. Or I'll just chop down this tree. Okay. Let's take a look. Thorium. I need to put in some tan leather, light hide to tan. Yeah, I have some armor. I mean armor, I have a shield. Anyway. Now, rest for the night. What else can we build? Okay, I gotta go logging again. What I think I'm gonna go this way instead. Take a peek on what lieth over here. Okay. Do I still have my hatchet? I do.
Me.
I've lost my mind. I'm making goat noises for 1 minute straight. Alright. I'm gonna craft me a furniture workbench. That's right, lads. I'm gonna build me some furniture. I'll put it. Quebec bed. That's fine. Ancient candle. Hmm. Quebec candle. Need more tree log. Okay, I really need to... A lot of tree log. This game does not like trees. This game's really sitting there being like, have you chopped enough trees today? You know what they say, a living tree is a bad omen. Apparently. I didn't know that. Did you guys know that? Alright, we have a shift stove. Keep accidentally hitting. Let's start anti-tree camp campaign. Apparently. Have you chopped your tree today, lad? Let's see. Anything else we got? Salvager's workbench. Alchemist's workbench. Arcanist's workbench. Is there anything I haven't built? Blacksmith's anvil. Alright, we're going back on the anti-tree campaign. Hey, so I heard you hate trees. We made a game that really hates trees. It's called Hytale. This is no shade on the creators of Hytale. I think this game has been fun so far. I just can't help but notice that of this game, I feel like you use a lot of trees. Like, you gotta chop down a lot of trees to build what you need to build. Which I guess is realistic, but you know. You know what they say about gaming? We do it for the realism. But if that's my only complaint so far, which is more of a joke complaint than an actual complaint, I'm pretty content. Copper sword, iron sword, thorium, mithril. Iron crossbow. Copper short bow. I don't see the need to do it yet, but I like where this is going. And I can still build the farmer's workbench. The daggers are the funnest to use, and they have been fun to use. My only, like, slight with them is that they're not... You can't use a shield, and their blocking is kind of terrible. Ah... I now realize that if I farm, I'm going to have to designate a separate area for farming. Well, I can keep the farmer's workbench up here for now, and I can always move it if I need to. Essence of life is how you make seeds. Huh. Huh. It sounds like some expansion might be in the works for the future. I'm gonna be real with you guys. It's been a while since I've had a nice, cozy game. So I'm down with the clown with this. Anyway, I guess we should do some fighting before this ends. Ow. Eh. Medium hide. I'm not gonna kill him. I feel bad. That pig didn't deserve it. The only pigs who deserve it are in the organization that rhymes with spice. Alright, I think I did some killing, and now I'm going to do one last thing. I'm going to explore the ruins near my house. Sir, I have no beef with you. To the ruins! What lies within here? Okay. Neat. Ooh. No! Oh, God. Alright, back down I go. Actually, I'm gonna save that for the next time. Really not that big of a deal. I didn't lose anything that big. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching another episode of Hytale. I'm still exploring stuff, but yeah. And thank you all for those watching on the stream. Thank you all for watching the stream. For those, yeah, I ran and I did not run far enough. For those watching on the stream of the VOD, one more reminder, down here, these are the reps in Illinois worth a damn. Everyone else, if that's not your representative, I would like to remind you that you have a primary coming up. Anyway, take care, and I will see, for those watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.